In today's education news, for the first time in 14 years, a Prime Minister has recognised the struggles of teachers. Biggest pressure facing teachers is a lack of respect, said the Prime Minister, Keir Starmer. He hosted a reception at Downing Street to celebrate teachers and teaching assistants. So my invite just lost in the post there, Sir Keir. But listen, first time that's happened in I don't know how long. Which he acknowledged the huge pressures we've been under in the past few years. Buildings crumbling, teachers leaving in droves, more teachers leaving in their 30s than I think we've ever had before. Also then mentions the issue around absence, which, isn't going to help if you make Ofsted judge schools based on that. He said possibly the biggest pressure for teachers is not being treated with respect. Do you know what? He's absolutely bang on, because as a profession, we aren't treated with respect. For the past 14 or so years, teachers have seen that professionalism and that value in our jobs, not just teachers, all school staff here, it's been eroded away. It's been eroded away because the government have chronically underfunded it, have constantly undermined the profession and made us all feel completely undervalued and underappreciated. And that then has had a knock-on impact to the general public. Not everyone, obviously, but God, if I had a penny for every single time someone has made some sort of underhand and cheap dig at teachers based on a video that I've made, bloody hell, I'd be able to solve the budgeting crisis in schools with that. And that lack of respect from parents then has a knock-on impact to students, which is why we are seeing a real lack of respect from students to teachers, continuing behaviour issues, which again is a major reason why so many teachers are leaving the profession. And when I talk about lack of respect, I don't think it's just how some parents or some students treat teachers. For me, the biggest lack of respect in teachers at the minute is the lack of trust given to them as professionals. It is this lack of trust that is causing workload to continue to go up and up and up, because most of our time now is constantly being spent having to prove that we're doing the job the vast majority of us are capable of doing. And that comes from the very top. For the past 14 years, we've had a government that don't trust teachers, that don't respect or value teachers. That has then given licence to Ofsted to run rampant in creating such high stakes accountability measures that just put every school staff member in a state of utter fear, which then has a knock-on impact to examples of micromanagement we see in some schools where leadership, can we call them leadership? Toxic leadership then pass that pressure, bullying in a lot of cases, onto teachers and school staff, which can then even lead to a lack of respect between teachers, because we've been pitted against each other for a number of years to just get the best results possible. Teaching, I've always said, is a collaborative job. We should all be working together, but we have been put against each other. And you see even examples of bullying within staff within a single school. So he's absolutely spot on, Sir Keir here. The question is, it's one thing recognising and talking about it, it's a completely different thing to actually sort it out so teaching can once again become a job that is respected, is trusted, and has a profession that therefore have a decent work-life balance. That is going to take a lot of effort, a lot of time, and a lot of things changing. However, it is incredibly refreshing to have someone who is in charge who recognises the tough and challenging job teachers do. So I'm taking that as a bit of a positive.